Hello there, my name is Dilesh Shetty. You've heard me before in various modules, and I represent Glenmark Aquatic Foundation. Today, I'm going to be speaking about the post-event wrap-up, which is one of the most important element of event management. This could also be the shortest module that you'll come across in the entire operational learning series. So I am going to quickly start up with the post-event wrap-up with our very first slide, an overview of what exactly post-event wrap-up is. It is one of the most important and crucial element of an event. A post-event wrap-up is most useful within the days of the event. That means, ideally, if you finish everything while the event ends, nothing like it. However, most event organizers prefer to take a window of 24 to 48 hours while they wrap up the entire event. Now, as event managers, the conclusion of an event means lots of loose ends to tie up. There are opportunities where, in case you missed out on anything really important that you could not do during the event, and there is a possibility that you can fix it, a post-event wrap-up is the right time to do that. Moving on. Now, how does post-event wrap-up help? It ensures that there is closure of event, which includes your facility, vendors, sponsors, partners, media, and online audience. It is really important that whatever you started so many months ago, you started with a recce, you planned everything, if you don't close it well, it does not close the loop. So while we also talk about that, in case you are about to organize a similar event in the future, you are going to face a lot of these people who are going to be common figures like our stakeholders now. So this also gives you an opportunity to build a relationship with all of these stakeholders who you met during this event or you've met them earlier. It also helps you evaluate a lot of mistakes or shortcomings and ensures that next event that you do is better than what you've done here. In case you're not able to improve on what event that you've organized previously, I feel it's a failure at the end of an event manager. So it's really important that you work on your mistakes, you work on your shortcomings, whatever you had during the event, pack it up and ensure you don't do or repeat a similar mistake again in the next event. And finally, the accountability of the final spends. Post-event wrap-up is the right time where you close all your accounts, make all your payments, and ensure and check whether you're within your budget. You can't do much though. However, in case you have a track of everything, it simply helps. Now, I have a habit of making a checklist before the event, during the key, and finally also post event. Now, you could do it on your cell phone, you could do it on your laptop, on an Excel sheet, you can do it on a piece of paper, whichever is convenient to you. Ideally, on a digital platform, it helps because you can keep a track of things that you wish to do and check it off. The first most important thing is you need to start collecting photographs of the event. You have a official photographer who clicks a lot of candid moments, reactions of the people in the gallery, various stakeholders, achievements about the guest. So you need to collect all the photographs and ensure, if possible, if you can frame the picture of your chief guest or some important people and gift it to them. This helps in building a relationship during an event. And this usually can happen only after the event, not during the event. Now, while you are also having a lot of broadcasters and you have the live streaming team, you come across the entire video dump from different cameras that have been used. Now, a broadcaster would not share the entire dump. However, your videographers who are taking care of your live streaming, the vendors, they would actually give you the video dump, which you can utilize it to make maybe a short after movie, or maybe you can use it as bumpers during the next event, saying what all you did during this previous event. Also, it is your duty to ensure that your results and the images of the entire event is posted on your digital platform. It could be your website, it could be social media, whichever you connect with your audience, your online as well as your offline audiences. You should ideally share everything up there. Now, it's a very basic practice for an event organizer that you receive a venue in a particular condition. You never you never do any harm to that venue. You return the venue in the same condition that you worked on it. So that's basically a clearance that you get from the venue supervisor, said not damaged any property, done no harm to the venue, and get ideally a clearance certificate helps you so that there is no post-event claim from the venue. Usually, it's a government venue, so people have their own relationship. But make it a practice that you get a clearance certificate, or at least a verbal or some kind of a formal written acknowledgement saying there's no damage been done, and everything is cleared from the venue. Finally, since there are a lot of stakeholders who have come and been a part of the event, you make a travel plan because some of them might be traveling by a train or by they'll be flying back to their home, going back to the venue. They'll be traveling by bus. There could be locals as well. So all of that you need to chart it out and ensure that you have a travel plan ready so that you ensure that you're the last person moving out of the venue as well as the hotel. So just keep a track of that. Make a travel plan. Ask your team to ensure that each and every one who are involved with you in the event as stakeholders are out of the venue as well as the hotel. Now, the hotels who've been very supportive for you, if you ensure that you go ahead and clear the payment, we as a practice, what we do is we ideally pay 50% advance, at times even 80% advance to the hotel. So right from the first day itself, we have command saying that we already made the payment, so we are in the front seat. No, you ideally we have a practice that we don't go ahead and demand, but in case if there is any requirement, you're always having an upper edge in this case. So payments needs to be done. So you get the final bill, check if everything is okay, and clear it off with the hotels. Vendors who work really hard with you, it's our duty to ensure that you maintain a proper credit score. If you make all the payments on time post event, that vendor would love to work with you every time you go about organizing an event. One of the basic rules is all your vendors should be your closest friends who ensure that they are with you whenever you require. For that, in case you have your payments cleared, if you have no credit history, that helps big time. Now, your media team, which is really important, is covering the entire event. It is also your duty to basically send a post event press release which has photographs, achievements of what all things conspired during the entire event. If you do that, you also build that relationship with media, considering yes, this team is really serious about their work and their relationship with the media. Next thing is one of the most important aspect of post-event wrap-up. That is, you send a small report with pictures to the sponsors as well as partners. They've been really helpful. They've come on board. So you need to send pictures of various branding that you've done for them. Pictures in case one of their members were invited for the press conference or for giving away the awards or the trophies to the winners. If you have pictures, please put it in the docket. Please send either a hard copy or soft copy or both, personally delivered by your team members to their office or personally in their hands. This builds a beautiful relationship with your sponsors as well as your partners, and possibility you could also retain them for the next event. As I've been mentioning really well, you have a budget and an expense sheet of what all expenses you've had throughout the event. If you just make a note of it and reconcile with the bills received, it closes the event then and there. However, it is not possible to have like 100% closure on even in the end of the day, or even if you wait there for 24 to 48 hours. So in that case, what you do is you make follow-up notes on pending activities and ensure that once you're back home, if you take a break of, say, a couple of days, you ensure you do follow up on the pending activities. That ensures that you have closed the event entirely. And finally, as I said, thank you so much for being the part of this module. I hope you guys enjoyed. And